Soon enough, the worlds will be dawned by the robots. Can you spot them, robots? Click. There he is. Hence, hello everybody, welcome back to another Let's Play part of Sonic Adventure GX Director's Cut of 130 emblems. Should love you, Zupersonic. And in the last part, we continue on with Gamma's story. We've freed E103 Delta from Windy Valley. And now we are going to continue on into Red Mountain. Right, this time we're gonna destroy E104, which is probably gonna be Epsilon. I'm not sure about this, but well, Gamma will mention it in the final bit of the cutscene, so that should be all fine and dandy. So, how's everybody doing? Today is the Wednesday, and it's the 14th of November. The recording date it is, by the time this gets uploaded, it should be about a week later or so. Because I'm not upping the pace on the uploading. Because it's not really like I'm not paying enough attention to the uploading, but I feel like I'm going really slow, and I learn the later times, so I do have plenty of time to upload things. So I guess this should be a good thing to upload more. Also, if you're interested about my new projects, actually, I'm gonna do two projects next to each other for after Sonic Adventure, because you know, since this is really fun and all, because just playing one game makes it, you know, a little bit boring for the people who want to watch something different other than Sonic. So that's why I'm doing two projects at the same time, so people have a variety of gameplay, so they can choose which LP they like to follow, either one of them, or both of them, or neither of them. But you'll make Gamma cry if you do. Don't make Gamma cry. Nobody wants to watch Gamma cry. And it's even pretty hard because of robots and everything. That makes it even more interesting. Right. That seems we're pretty much close up to... Okay, you see Mr. E105 for E104 Epsilon. Hi. It's going E104 Epsilon. Be fun when I use the Greek letters and everything. I'm just gonna stay here and shoot you in the face. Shoot you in the face. Shoot you in the face. Shoot. Wow, I'm still trying. Too bad robot got terminated by our Mr. Gamma. I guess you could say that he terminated the robots, but he's not the Terminator. Nope.
E104 Epsilon. Rescue complete.
Yep. E104 Epsilon. So that is that. I believe we got another cutscene after this, and then we shall move on with the game. Alright, we're pretty close. We're just about 3.5 minutes in. Look at us, 111.
E103 Delta, E104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished. E105 Zeta, E101 Beta. Location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Right. Knuckles, are you following us? Actually, you're just gonna quickly check how far the Master Emerald is restored. Just a, you know, little detour. Nothing too awesome in particular. Just checking the Master Emerald if Knuckles has been busy or it's not even being restored at full health at all. Should be around here somewhere. So, how far are you? It seems you missed one piece. We support the egg carrier. So, in theory, Knuckles should be able to follow me right now, but we can't spawn him anywhere. Maybe because Knuckles is a ninja. And yeah, ledges, they're deadly. Because if you're not careful enough, you'll run off the side and you fall to your death. Quite silly if you think about it. When just minding your own business, then a small little gap error doesn't compute and you fall off and die. It's actually really strange if I say so myself. Right, what we gotta do is go aboard the egg carrier, which fortunately is a really easy way if you just go with the raft. Which is right over here. So exactly what we are going to do. So we're gonna take the raft and go to the egg carrier and away!
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
Yep, that's where our lovely friend's E105 Zeta is. There's actually fun facts about this E105 Zeta, but we'll get into there if we move on to Hot Shelter. And we're actually pretty close to finishing up Gamma's story, because Hot Shelter is the final stage for Gamma, and then after that we only have the final boss. So, yeah, I think we could finish this up in one part if you're fast enough, just about 6 minutes in. So that should be good. But I don't think we have anything else to do, so I suggest we just move on to Hot Shelter. Oh, but I do remember the stages being quite long actually. But we'll see how we'll do. And I'm gonna check the time after we're done with this. So, final stage of Gamma. Then we've completed all the stages with every character. And, you know, not the missions included, but we got close. We got a shoot a lot of upgrades right over here. Oh, go. Oh, jeez. Oh god, monkeys. Why are you so evil? And after we have the pretty annoying missions of, well, 50 rings is not that annoying, but the other one, you know, get to the go within a certain time limit. Eggman still hasn't built as robots for ladder climbing, because he just sucks. This robot suck at ladder climbing. You can just easily avoid the spiky balls or not. You could be able to easily avoid the spiky balls if you went to another direction, which I just wasn't heading to at the moment, because I just was dumb enough to jump right into the spiky ball. I would suggest you do that. Don't do that. Carefully land on the switch and go back. And this time we're going the upper way. Because the last two times we've going, well, the last time we went the south, and now we are going north. So we're now going to see an entirely different section of the Hot Shelter, which is good, I guess. It's pretty nice, so that people can actually see what's behind Hot Shelter. The egg carrier. It's just funny how he says it. Alright, it's pretty cool, I guess, with the blue floor. Yes, because floors are, when you think of cool, you think of floors. Yeah, I think of floors when I think of cool. So, whoops. Hello, I would like to, yeah, make sure you do that, because if you fall down you have to go around an entire circle again. So it's not suggested. So when you press the switch, you just want to stand there and do nothing, because the crane will just pick you up and, you know, move you to the other side of the platform. But you can still shoot though. If you jump, you'll get off the crane and then... Oh, wait. Hello, dude? Seriously? Oh wait, yeah. You have to shoot the switch. And do nothing. Beep. Ow. You want a robot. Yay! I was one of those. But this one isn't rigged, so that's a good thing. Because about 50 times he won't grab you and then one time he does. Thankfully, he won't. So, and now we're actually on the Egg Express. Not really, but that's not what it's called, but sort of feels like it. Oh jeez, man, that was freaking close. Oh god. You not instantly die if you just happen to fall off right over there. You don't. It's already helping when you're moving already fast over these transportation things. Over these platforms of the train platforms. So can we sort of maneuver? Okay, how about we try it again, but this time not fail. That's a good thing to try out when you're playing video games. Not dying is a pro tip, right there. Right, 8 lives. Not too bad. So in the left one that goes back and forth every now and then, yeah, like that. But you actually want to end up right over here at the right side of the track, because there's a switch, and when you press that, the train will stop. No, at the... Dude? Monkey? Get monkey. No. Fortunately, let me keep my rings. And I was standing in mid-air. Time frozen. Welcome to when the time stands still. No one there. Yeah. And we're now coming up close to the end of this level. Because if we're down here, it's going to be the boss. Close to this anyway. Fortunately, these monkeys aren't as evil enough as the Artificial Chaos on Sonic Adventure 2. Thank God. Because those are jerks. Massive jerks. Okay, please move on. That would be quite nice if I say so. Ah, there's it. Bet that I was going to take. Without being, you know, flown off into nothingness. Right. The boss is right over here. Fun fact about little Mr. E105 Zeta. If you look at the stomach, it's built out of dream casts. It's actually a fun little detail they added there. Just building out of dream casts. You can see close to, you know, the white parts. The bottom white parts. There's a dream cast. That's pretty cool, I guess. That's pretty cool out of there. Well, I should move with the stream and not against the stream. What you want to do is just destroy these arms of his. And then you should be just fine. Bam, he's dead. Now you should be able to get a close look right there. At the bottom you see Dreamcast. That's pretty nice. Well, although it would be pretty funny if they did for the remake, make it to the tiny GameCubes. Well, you can have everything, I guess. That's pretty cool though. Right, that concludes the final stage of Mr. Gamma. Now we believe we enter another cutscene. We're 12 minutes in. So we still have plenty of time to do the final boss. So we're just gonna finish the Gamma story right away. Right, so what we want to do is go to the main deck. Right above over here. Because our lovely friend is going to be on the main deck where we fought Chaos 6 with every other character.
E105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining. Gamma. Beta.
Right. Beta Mark II. Here we come. That's the official name. So we just need to move over here. I should be waiting for... or not. That works too. Hello. How is it going, E101 Mark II? So this is actually the final boss of Gamma and this is way harder than the other robots. This one you actually have a shield and can bash into you. But what you want to do is when he attacks you like that, you want to get behind him and then shoot him. He's going to be moving really quickly though. So you gotta be really quick for him with that. Wait, oh, yeah, that works too. Just like that. Here's a different set of attack. You can fling off your normal attacks if you're trying to shoot in a normal way. So you must wait until he has a shield attack. Or he uses tiny missiles. And he's gotta avoid that. And also he does this every now and then when he shoots bombs at you. He's going to quickly run away from him, hit him in the back. Oh, I was too late for that. Wasn't that what you're supposed to do? Just hit him in the back. You need to be a backstabber for this. Which is normally not a good thing, but in this time you actually need to. So it's going to do teleport? No teleport. No teleport robot. It's going to keep launching these body missiles. No! No! Ah! Joke's on you. You missed. So what you're gonna do is just avoid them like that. Oh, he's not shooting them yet in rapid succession. And as you can see, we only have about 2 minutes for this boss, so you gotta beat him quickly. Unfortunately, you got enough time for this, so you shouldn't be, you know, short on time, unless you can't seem to hit him those final times. Now shooting them rapidly, those blasts, and at the end he will fire a giant blast, so you make sure you gotta avoid that at all costs. Now right here, you're gonna fire a giant blast, so make sure you stay away from him, like the opposite side of the screen. You should be able to avoid him just fine then. Right, hold it up and shoot him. Bam, now he's dead, 113. That's it, I quit, no we can't. And that's our brother defeated. Well, it's sad he had to go that way, but then again, he's part of our series. And our series must be free of Dr.Robotnik. And that is the final boss of Mr. Gamma right here. And we're gonna see the final cutscene, where it's actually pretty tragic if you think about it. If you see it for the first time. And that is the end of Gamma's story right there. So, Gamma is actually, you know, well, he got attacked by Beta, but he had to destroy himself to free the bird. It's actually pretty sad to see our lovely robot friend go. He's not as bad as you think he is, although he's pretty evil in Sonic Adventure 2. So yeah, that is Gamma's story completed. We have now successfully completed all stories with all of these 6 characters. But first, before we move on to the final things, we're first gonna complete the missions with Gamma, which should leave us as 129 emblems. No, not really, not counting the Chow. So we should be about maybe between 10 and 5 emblems short. We're done with Gamma. So after the Gamma missions, we're going to move on to the Chow Garden. Then we're going to do the missions 1 through 60. And then after that, as the final thing, we're gonna do the last story, which will give us our final emblem. And we'll see what we do after that. So that's what I'm going to do in the next upcoming parts. Should take a while though, but that's what I'm going to do. So I shall leave you with the nice instrumental music. It's not my favorite theme, but it's quite nice. It's not no lyrics because, you know, it's instrumental. It fits Gamma pretty good. So thank you for watching. This is the lovely Zupersonic signing off. See you then, and see you at Gamma's action levels or missions, whatever you prefer to say. I prefer the missions. So I'll see you at Gamma's missions.